Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to episode 95 of the TNA Impact Wrestling TEW Let's Play series. You join us today for Against All Odds 2016. We hope to have a monumental pay-per-view. But don't we just hate it when you book a card, you think it is the most perfect card, you're going to have an awesome event, and then you remember you have people on paper appearance deals that will be elsewhere and don't show up to the show this evening. So we're missing a few people. The card has changed slightly. All shall be explained during the show. Kurt Angle will sort out. I'm a bit peed off about that, but it does mean we will have some glamour matches coming up on the upcoming Impacts, basically, once we hit May. So, we have 17, 18, I think it's about 19 segments. I don't want to go down because it kind of spoils it a little bit. And 4 pre-show segments, so hopefully the show is still decent. As I say, the show must go on. We just need to hope we still get a very good rating for it. And we're booking today's show for Against All Odds in the StubHub Centre in Carson, California in the Southwest region. So we're going for a 27,000 sellout. And yeah, hopefully it's an amazing show. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And hopefully it sets the tone for where I want to take this series in the upcoming months. As I say, I'm really enjoying the save, probably more so than ever, because I have a real understanding of the game now. And the fact that I'm really comfortable with custom angles now has really helped it as well. So yeah, enjoy the show guys, and here's Against All Odds 2016. So we start off in a bout that had some solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. Jason Paul defeats brother Devon in 6:39 by pinfall, with a shout-out following interference from Shad Gaspard. Simple match, Jason Paul needs some overness, so let's have him beat brother Devon, and the 48D plus is okay, as it is just the pre-show. I think it's a bad idea to have Jason Paul taking part in a match which has been called in the ring. Okay, understood, Mr. Snow. In an extremely short match, Taryn Terrell and Madison Rayne defeat Jessie McKay and Rosita in 5:27, when Madison Rayne defeated Jessie McKay by pinfall with a raindrop. No chemistry between Jessie and Rosita. Jessie was also offered game, but just a simple match again to continue the push of Terrell and Rayne. 37 D- there, no skill improvements either. In a match that had some good action and average heat, and a surprisingly okay rating, Bobby Lashley defeats Paul Burchill in 7:24 with a spear. It's a 62C. Again, it still talks about the awkward pairing. We have no real concrete plans for Paul Burchill, and until those plans are sorted, I'm just going to keep him and Brooke together. As far as I'm aware at the moment, he's just really going to be an enhancement talent for higher up the card stars. But still good rating. Pleasantly surprised that drew better than Lashley and Kane. Not bad. And our final pre-show match. In a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Matt Sydal defeats Rhino in 8:24 by pinfall with Cyclorama, and that is a 65C. And Rhino is improving his performance skills. So overall, pretty decent pre-show. Now it's time for the main card. So the pay-per-view starts with Impact Wrestling General Manager Kurt Angle coming to the ring. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Joey Ryan, Morrison and Daniel Bryan are unavailable for tonight's show, meaning I've had to change a few matches. A couple of the bit of the text is a little bit off, but bear in mind I was typing this out at like 3 in the morning. That's somehow when I'm my most creative when it comes to wrestling booking. Adam Cole, one of our hottest prospects in Impact Wrestling, will now take on a mystery opponent as well. We will now see Nakamura and Ibushi take on the VIP list, the Wolves, and the Killer Elite Squad to crown new number 1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship. As to the main event, CM Punk, I'm disgusted by your actions on Thursday. So since I'm the general manager, I'm inserting myself into you and Ricochet's title match, and it's now a triple threat match. Enjoy the show, everyone. So we've got Kurt Angle abusing his power because of what happened on Impact, inserting himself into the main event, and that obviously sets up the rest of the matches for this evening. Obviously Daniel Bryan is working a WWE event. No Morrison available, no Joey Ryan, which is my tag champs, so I'll be getting the titles off of them hopefully soon, and hopefully maybe even putting them onto full-time deals, because that is a good bit frustrating. But 77B to open the show. In our opening contest, an bout that featured great action but not much in the way of heat, Soldier Ant defeated Matt Taven in 8:58 by pinfall. Soldier Ant makes defence number 4 of his TNA X Division Championship. 61C, not bad for the opening match. Both guys have good chemistry together. Commentary gave the match a boost, and Soldier Ant's improving his performance skills, so pretty good opening there. We head backstage to Matt Striker, who's in for an interview with Jeff Hardy. Matt Striker says, Jeff, a lot of people are questioning your current state of mind. What do you say to your critics? Jeff Hardy replies, I don't see anything wrong with my state of mind. I'm Jeff Hardy. I'm the charismatic enigma. Well, what do you have to say about the Madison Rayne situation? Matthew, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've got a match. Excuse me. So it's Jeff Hardy not really admitting that anything's wrong. He thinks what he's doing is normal. No, it's basically we're presenting him as a character that's not exactly there at the moment. And he's basically just completely broken down, and Matt Striker's asking him all the heavy hitting questions, and Jeff's just not really giving him an answer. But 52D+, Jeff was never the greatest on the mic, but continues that storyline. He's learning to show more charisma, and he's developing better performance skills, which he'll need as he's getting older now because his ring skills won't be so good. The match itself did okay, and about to feature great action and average heat. Jeff Hardy defeated Rhett Titus in 9:39 by pinfall, with a twist of fate following botched interference by Madison Rayne. It's a 68C+, so very happy with that. And the breakdown of Jeff's story continues, and Jeff Hardy improves his performance skills, so all round, pretty good there. We're in the parking lot backstage, a limousine pulls out, and of all people it's James Storm that pops out. Basically James Storm has arrived, 58D+. He's been off television for a while. I was struggling for people in extra matches, so he is going to feature at one point. But what mystery opponent is he going to be and who for? You'll find out in the show, but I'm hoping to give him one last run before eventually letting him go. In a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, Mia Yim defeated Beth, Celeste Bonin, Amazing Kong, Angelina Love, who was the returning knockout, and Melissa in 10:39 when Mia Yim defeated Melissa by the kiss of the dragon. Mia Yim makes defence number 5 of her TNA Women's Knockout title. 67C+ is great for the knockouts in my opinion. Beth and Celeste were off their game. Angelina Love debuted her returning Beautiful People gimmick, which got an initial 94 rating, and the knockout storyline continues, so that's good. Only Amazing Kong gained performance skills though, but that's really good for the knockouts. I'm really happy with that, and hopefully that we can really make this a strong knockouts division. Next up, a music promo is shown to promote the State of Mind, which is of course Ibushi and Nakamura. Basically showing their here in TNA, what they've done so far, and just promoting how world class athletes they are, which is a 76B-. Match wasn't too great they were in, I'll blame that on everyone else and not them. And about it featured great action and average heat. State of Mind defeated the VIP list, the Wolves and the Killer Elite Squad in 14-12 when Kota Ibushi defeated Eddie Edwards by pinfall with a Golden Star Press. 65C, just the usual for the Killer Elite Squad, their storyline advances and great chemistry between them. The Wolves, I'm still unsure what I want to do with the Wolves, but we just made them eat the pinfall here. I know I've tried to split them up in the past. Whether we try that again, I don't know. I'll probably need to I'll need to have a proper creative meeting with myself to decide where I'm going to go with them. But at the moment, new tag #1 contenders, State of Mind, Ibushi and Nakamura. And a good showing from Lance Hoyt, who improves his technical and his performance skills. Next up, we go backstage to Drew Galloway, who is about to challenge Hawkins for the Central Championship. He's alongside his manager, Roddy Piper. Piper, tonight is the night, kid. You get what you came for, what you deserve. You take the Central Championship away from the undeserving rotten so-and-so Hawkins and bring this title back to Scotland. Drew says, Roddy, you're right. Tonight is my night. Tonight is the night I'm taking over. And if I need to break Hawkins to do that, I shall. No matter what, Hawkins, by any means necessary, I shall win your title, and that is terrible punctuation there by me. And I'm going to send you back to Queens watching the Mets like a normal common fan. So that's the little difference between my accent and Drew's. I don't know how good an impression that was, because he's obviously from a different part of Scotland. But basically just saying that Drew's really just going to win at any means, no matter what, at all costs, to make sure he's Central Champion. Good 67 C+ promo there, and that will continue the feud between him and Hawkins. The match itself also got a 67 C+, and about it featured great action and average heat. Drew Galloway defeated Hawkins in 15-17 by pinfall after Roddy Piper interfered. Drew Galloway wins the TNA Central Championship title. It continues the storyline. May end it there, I'm unsure at the moment. Might give Hawkins a rematch. But these guys are meant to be my future main event, so we've got to eventually get them over. Hopefully turn those 67s into 70s and maybe 80s ratings down the line. But pleasantly happy with that in the mid card. Hopefully can improve with the other additions we've made to the roster. Perfect. The reason I added James Storm to this match, it was scheduled to be a mystery opponent. Then obviously with the changes, so I just thought let's bring him in here because EC3 and Samoa Joe fought a few times, so we put Storm in, and that's excellent. And about to feature great action and average heat. EC3 defeated Samoa Joe and James Storm in 2002 when EC3 defeated James Storm by pinfall with a headlock driver. 82B, fantastic, that's a great rub there for EC3. It continues the storyline as well between him and Joe, and it gives Joe another reason to be pissed off. He wasn't pinned, it was Storm that took the pin, so I'm happy with that. And Samoa Joe is improving his performance skills. Next up, a video plays up hyping Chris Hero versus Masato Yoshino. Only a 67 C+, but obviously they've had 2 matches before in the last 2 impacts. That Hero's won by DQ and Yoshino's won one. Hero's never pinned or submitted him. So in about to feature great action and a good crowd, Chris Hero gets his win. He defeats Masato Yoshino in 17:46 by pinfall with a death blow. 73B-, more than happy with that. That was just a small mini feud there to establish Masato onto the TNA Impact roster. And then we get the debut of Rocky Romero. He is the mystery opponent for Adam Cole. We have him signed. I thought it was somebody I was looking after for a while. Finally got him to accept, just to give us as much star power as possible because he's really over in this. I believe he's looking at something like 80 pop in most places, so no brainer. Great debut there. Cocky face gimmick, 96 rating, and brings us a 90A rating. So all great from Rocky Romero. Match itself not so great, but you know it's still decent considering the level we're at. In a match that had some excellent in-ring action and great heat from the audience, Rocky Romero defeated Adam Cole in 18:31 by countout. 72B-. Romero gets the win, but we don't want to damage the momentum and popularity of Adam Cole, so we don't have him pinned, we just have the win via countout. And Adam Cole is improving his Rumble skills, but it opens up a potential feud there, and it obviously just introduces the world to Rocky Romero. Next up, and about to feature great action and a good crowd, CM Punk defeats Kurt Angle and Ricochet in 29-16. When CM Punk defeated Kurt Angle by pinfall with a GTS, Punk makes defense number 10 of his title. That is an 81B. For once, no Punk pre-match promo. I just felt with everything that's taking place, let's not put it in there. But Punk is over. It would have been Punk versus Ricochet one-on-one, but it came up, it was booked for the 5th time. So I'll be ending that feud. So I introduced Angle just to kind of add to what I was going to add after the show. He was going to make a run in, but we changed it to this. It's all going to be made perfectly clear why that happens, what's coming up. But CM Punk improves his flying skills and his performance skills, and overall, pretty happy with that rating. After the match, having successfully defended his championship, CM Punk holds the title aloft in one hand while standing over a fallen Kurt Angle. Punk then leaves the ring, and the lights go out in the arena. 86B+. When the lights go out in the arena, we hear the sound of thunder and lightning flashing on the Titantron. Slow funeral music begins to play whilst fire pyrotechnics start to go off. We wait 30 seconds before we are met with Taker's presence. Taker is here. I would have called him Undertaker, but obviously that would have been gimmicked by WWE and trademark, so we went with Taker. He was available. on a contract that was obviously just every pay-per-view, so I thought, why not? Great chance to get some big ratings in here, big name, and somebody else can take the company forward, so no brainer to bring Undertaker in. Shame the badass gimmick only got a 69 rating, but a lot of people didn't like that in real life, and that got an 88B+. Segment there. We finish the show with Taker makes his way inside the square circle. He pauses for a moment as a fallen angle finally gets to his feet. He looks at Taker with an expression of, "What the hell are you doing here?" before he runs towards him. He tries to hit Taker with a right, but Taker counters with a right, and then some more, before whipping him off the ropes and nailing him with a big boot. If I just scroll down, there's more. He then stalks Angle, and then lifts him up and finishes him off with a tombstone piledriver. Taker finishes the show with his signature taunt. So 78B, Taker debuts, what an impact he's had there, and we are going to make the most of Kurt Angle's last couple of months on TNA Impact Wrestling. Overall, the show got an 80B, increased our popularity in 2 regions, but that's all we can ask for, is just increasing ratings. As far as people who are going to be praised, it's going to be EC3, James Storm and Samoa Joe for the fantastic match, and every one of them can get complimented on a great performance. EC3 is pleased, as is James Storm, as is Samoa Joe. So, we'll wait till this loads, but that gives us an opportunity now where I'm going to look and try and get a second TV deal. I'm going to look to try and get Impact out there in more countries to try and get popularity up in more places, because we haven't been to Mexico, Japan or what in a while. And I'm just kind of looking to see where we can go from here, as we're really getting on that road to Bound for Glory. But we can check that, we can see obviously how we've done financially, because a lot of the new signings will be in, so that may put us in a bit of debt. But maybe increased ticket sales, maybe the better TV ratings, the fact that we're national will maybe actually see us make profit this month. So we're about to find out, and we shall quickly look and see what's happening here. Let's see, Nomdar is just saying some random reshoot promo, that's cool. MD there, Harry Smith and Deb Wright, but nobody there overlay that we can go and sign. TNA Against All Odds drew 27,000, most people liked it. Apparently Extreme Rules was really good. We'll just have a quick look at their main event, which was Ziggler and Swagger beating The Miz and Orton, which got an 88 rating. So fair play, that's a good rating. Obviously Morrison there with WWE because we loaned them. It's because we loaned them, that's how we couldn't use them. That's incredible. But let's look at the rating. We lost 80,000. That's not actually too bad. I think we can get away with losing that. You know, it's no much different from what we had been losing, which is maybe like, you know, we've maybe made a couple of profits, but we have roughly been losing that recently. 80k gives us plenty of time to turn that around, so no problem with that. We'll sort that out over time. And obviously we've released a few wrestlers, so we probably would have been in a profit if we didn't. Let's see. The 3 companies involved in the American National Battle this month, you finished last. 3 companies involved in the Canadian National Battle, you finished last. Oh, right, so I'm maybe not doing that well. ASW made a contract to offer to Harry Smith. Is there a way we can view that? It doesn't say if it's written deal or what, so that's going to be interesting. We'll need to look into that. Networks are scheduling, so I'll look into that. And a 2.72. I'm going to keep them so I can read them later. History. In fact, that's probably just looking at my diary. It's not what I look at. I look at the user stats. 2.72. So not the greatest, you know, our highest is still a 3.23. So we'll need to build towards that. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. A wee quick look at the schedule. What pay-per-view is up next? It is Destination X and the 4th of May, so we're really going to have to work on our X division in the pretty much the next 3-4 weeks. It's okay. Quick look at the creative meeting. Franchise players: CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole, Shinsuke Nakamura and Chris Hero. Obviously Daniel Bryan will leave eventually. Next big thing, Jesse McKay. Hot prospects: Jesse McKay, Colby Carino, Tiger Raj Singh, Alison Kay and DJ Z. Top the Talk, best promo workers, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Kurt Angle, Taker and Steve Austin. Yes, we still have Austin. Showstoppers, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Mascara Dorada, I can confirm he is signed. It's just when I'm bringing him to television. Obviously the mini luchador, we'll bring him in at one point. Kota Ibushi, Adam Cole as well. Ring generals are Bryan, Punk, Nakamura, Smith and Dorada. Who's hot? Rocky Romero, Nakamura, Taker, Punk and Cole. So basically, if you debut for us, yeah, you're pretty over and you're pretty hot. Who's not? Lacking momentum, the injured Matt Hardy, Matt Morgan, Velvet Sky, Eric Young and Vivian Thompson. I'll probably change her back to Alicia Fox or something like that. Time decline obviously is Taker, Jacob Goodnight, Daniels, RVD and MVP. We'll probably look to try and phase out Kane, Daniels, Van Dam and MVP. And the hidden gems still remain Chase Del Monte, Eddie Rios, Jesse Goddard's we may bring back at one point, Blade Hart and Shao Guerrero. So I think the only other thing I can really look at the moment is going to be our title prestige. Drew Galloway has the Central Championship at 67C+. So that's not bad, it's his first title reign. Mia Yim still has the Knockouts title at 45D, so I'm going to keep trying to push that and get that prestige up a little bit. CM Punk's World Heavyweight title is up at a 91A, so he's now had the title since October. So closing in a year, do we keep him at a year? That remains to be seen. World titles, tag titles, sorry, is still obviously Morrison and Joey Ryan at 69C+. I've only defended the title once since I've had it, so I need to probably defend it more than just on pay-per-view. And Soldier Ant has the X Division title at 69C+, so that is actually higher prestige than my Central Championship, which I'll need to start working on. Or it's going to end up being people go for the Central Championship to the X Division. So that is it for this episode, guys. Hopefully, as I say, we'll start branching out more on TV to other places so we can get higher up than 8th in the rankings. You know, that's pretty bad that we're below the likes of Company Wars, CZW, WXW, BJW, PWG for some reason. But I think it's just a case that we just need to get our company out more than just the UK. Because our popularity in each region, you know, other places we don't really have that popularity. So if we can get that out, get ourselves back to being the number 2 company. And it's amazing that mistakes I made at the start of the save when I was still a noob at this game are what's affecting me nearly 100 episodes in. But I say hopefully we can work on that and get that sorted for the end of the month. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like. If you get any comments, please leave them in the comments section, or please leave them on Reddit, where this will no doubt be posted. If you haven't already subbed, please hit that sub button, guys, and that will give you an indication of when any TW videos will drop on YouTube. And until next time, it's 21 Maxwell. I'll speak to you all real soon. Take it easy, guys. Bye bye.